Republican Representative Matt Gaetz has been served. According to sources telling ABC News on Thursday, Gaetz was given a subpoena stemming from a civil lawsuit over accusations that he had had sex with an underage girl. Now, the subpoena demands Gaetz sit for a deposition to discuss allegations stemming from a years-long Justice Department investigation looking into whether he had sex with a 17-year-old girl who is now in her 20s. So that girl is, that woman, I should say, is now the subject of a defamation lawsuit launched by lobbyist Chris Dorworth, who happens to be a friend of Matt Gaetz, who had filed a defamation and racketeering lawsuit against a young woman, as well as Joel Greenberg, the former Seminole County tax collector that was a friend of Gaetz, that, by the way, was alleged and actually had pled guilty to numerous charges, including trafficking, setting up young girls with adult men. So there's a lot of stuff going on in this story. There's a lot of interconnecting threads here. So now, getting back to the deposition that Gaetz is now required to be at, that is slated for April 5th, where he could be questioned under oath about the accusations that he had sex with a young woman. So now, Gaetz is not part of this lawsuit, although his name appears many times in it. So, nonetheless, he's going to be answering questions related to all of this, related to these charges. So, that is very, very interesting. Now, one of the attorneys, John Clune, confirmed to ABC News that Gaetz had been served with this subpoena. And here we go. Here we go. It just gets worse because, look, back in February, Fritz Scheller, a lawyer for Gaetz's former friend, Joel Greenberg, told the New York Times that he had provided the committee documents linking Greenberg's claims that he had witnessed the sexual encounter between the underage girl and Matt Gaetz. So, if he's questioned about this, about this, these alleged documents, he could do a couple of things. He could plead the fifth, which looks terrible. He could lie, which again is pretty terrible because that's perjury. And so I don't know how he gets out of this one. Either way, it's not good news for Matt Gaetz. Now, the reason that I say that it's not good for Matt Gaetz is because he's currently facing this ethics investigation, right? This testimony very likely will end up going back to that ethics investigation committee. There have been a lot of Republicans, especially in the House, that have been, sitting there waiting for this ethics investigation to get over to figure out, okay, what do we do with Matt Gaetz if he indeed had sex with an underage girl and then lied about it because he said back in 2021 that this girl, completely imaginary, never happened. So if he ends up having to answer these questions under oath and of course this evidence being presented, if it does exist, showing that Matt Gaetz had indeed had this relationship with this underage girl, well, it's going to be absolutely disastrous for Matt Gaetz's, especially his political career, but maybe other things as well. So April 5th, we're going to have to see what happens. Looking forward to it. But I can't say he is.